join up
Yeah, we
through
can
the other
figure it out
stuff.
later.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. You gotta update
yeah.
the actual info.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
What's going on, people?
Hi, people. How you doing, people?
It's NAS
We
Aero
missed you last
Systems,
week.
and so
And so, what's up? It's me. Is that you?
is this me?
We
Is
are we
that
are coming
you?
back. Coming back at you after missing last week.
Rona.
Apologies for that. Somebody fell asleep over there
I'm sorry. I've been working a lot with this Rona.
while other people are busy opening a new base. Well, we're both busy opening. But
Yeah,
yeah.
actually, that's topic number one. We're both
Topic number
opening
one.
up
Let's do it.
new bases, and we're both opening them up. Hey, how you doing? We're both opening up new bases, and they both might be in the same month.
They both might be in the same month. Yeah, that's gonna be up to you.
Mine will be effective May 1st. Um, I will get the keys on the 29th. Um,
We'll get the keys the day before you.
no, the 29th of April. Yeah,
Okay.
next week. I get my keys next week.
Okay.
I get my keys next week, but I won't be able to, I mean, we'll start moving in on the 29th, but we won't actually officially be living in it until the 1st. Because we'll move over, like, small stuff on the 29th that evening. Stay here one more night, and then the 1st and the 2nd will be moved over. That way, the 3rd, that Sunday, which is a great day. Great day, people.
It's a great day.
It's a great
Well,
day.
we'll see if it's a great day.
It'll be a great day. It'll be a great day no matter what. It's my as I said tonight, it's my birthday.
We'll see about that.
It's the date that I come bursting into this world. That's
Oh
funny right
Lord.
there.
We'll all settle down while he pats
Yeah,
himself on the
my
back,
daughter
making
said that
himself a
earlier.
butt.
She said it's my or my son said it earlier. It's her birthday. Tomorrow's her birthday, and I was like, it's her birthday. But wait a minute, that is true. It is her birthday, the day she burst out of your belly. That is funny.
Just like an alien.
Just
Well,
burst right on
just
out.
like an alien. Yeah. That's horrible, man. That's horrible, man.
It's hilarious. So I'm actually. Oh, I know. Don't worry, I know. I ain't forgot.
What?
Hmm?
What do you mean? What?
Huh?
What did you
You ain't
forget?
reading chat
Well, yeah, because I'm busy typing.
because you typing.
Hello.
Yeah, you ain't reading chat. It's okay.
Okay, new bases. Yeah.
Yeah, you think I forgot? I ain't never forget.
He forget. He
I
forgets all the
ain't.
damn
I
time.
forget a lot of things, but I ain't forget that.
Just like last week.
Oh, I ain't forget. No, I didn't forget, man. You were running late, and I was like, all right, cool. I'll just go sit on the couch, wait for you to hit me up, and I passed out. I was tired. I've been worn out. I've been working all kinds of crazy hours. Um, and then, of course, every time that I needed, like, when I need to go get, I gotta go get boxes. I gotta leave after work, so I gotta leave here after I'm done working. Go get the stuff, and I'm out for hours because it takes forever to do anything now, anywhere, even if it's just to go to my work, because everybody's so freaking paranoid. And I mean, I get it. It's no bueno, but like, why are you closing Walmart at 8:30 at night? Dang it! I barely made it there tonight.
Well, you
I was
shouldn't be
like,
going to
crap.
Walmart.
It's 8 o'clock.
Shouldn't
I'm
be
like,
going to Walmart. Go to Target. Go to somewhere
I
else.
went
I
to
mean,
Publix and it closed at 8, and I got there at 8:02. I was so angry, so I had to drive 20 minutes, 30 minutes to get to the stinking Walmart, and then I had to. So I get there at like 8:25. And then I walk into the store. I go to the back. I get my drinks. I'm walking to the front, and the lady's yelling at everybody. Get to the front. We're closed. It's 8:35. I'm like, I'm already walking to the front. This is all I needed. Just some drinks. I'm like, sheesh. Chill out. Then I gotta wait in, of course, the stinking Walmart long, long line. No, you can't ship boxes. There's no point in shipping. You crazy. But so I gotta stand in this stinking long line just to pay for my stinking drinks. And of course, what are the people in front of me? And I mean, I used to be there. Used to have to pay with food stamps too. But come on, people. They weren't. They were electronic when I had them. Granted, when I was a kid, they weren't. But when I had them, in my younger years, when I needed them, it's a stinking debit card, man. Just swipe the stinking card, pitch a pin in, and go. Why? You know how much money you got. Everybody knows. Why you? Well, let's take that off and let's stop. Just don't get the crap. Go without. Get it next month. Man, I used to love food. Man, I ate like a champ on food stamps, man.
Needless to say, the tangent is early this time.
It is. We put it before it skips around. Because I was frustrated. Let's crack open another one.
That's the reason. Okay. So
Let's
anyway,
go ahead and crack open another one.
but we back. It's a horrible time, but we're here. We were here last week, but we weren't here because
I was here, and then I wasn't, but I was here.
We got bases coming.
But yeah, we do have bases. I will have new stuff coming out. We are definitely gonna have a unveiling of the boxes after they get there because oh man, I can tell you what, those are not gonna make it. I put them in there as carefully as I could, and Lord have mercy, they are gonna die in those boxes. I'm gonna lose every single plane that I've had for the last 3 years in this place.
That's why they should have been one of the last things you packed, because your box is gonna squash them up.
I mean, I didn't have a choice, man. I needed to pack them. I was trying to wait. And I'm like, all right, they need to be packed. I gotta pack them. So I had to pack them. So that's why I have nothing out now.
Oh, wait, is not a good night to build then? Should we not do a build tonight?
Crap. Do I have paper? I think I packed that too.
Jesus, man.
Hang on, let me look. What I got here?
Yeah, we try, yeah. If we don't need to do a build, we could do a build, but we don't need to do a build. We're going to do a build, but we don't have to do it.
Oh, okay, yeah. 9 steps to building. Oh, 9 steps for delivering superior internal customer service. Yeah, we can use that.
Sweet.
Because that's how much I care.
All right, because I'm asking for everybody's help on this one. So everybody out there.
Wait, what?
I was going to do this. What do you mean, what?
I mean, I thought you were suggestions. I didn't think I was actually building the same plane as you.
You were going to build the same plane as me because although I want to see everybody's take on it, and then I need help. I need help.
What do you need help with? Just build the stinking plane.
I don't know if y'all had. I don't know if you had a chance or any of y'all out there had a chance to watch my video. Mentioned it last time. Actually, no, because the video got cut and I just drove a staple in my finger. But Valkyrie needs help. I can't get the thing to function in any way, shape, or form.
What do you mean?
And Valkyrie as good as it looks, it doesn't perform.
Well, I'm not building that.
I want to see other people's takes on it and see if you guys have some ideas.
Yeah, it's called Don't Put That Stinking Fin on It.
This plane needs help, and I want to see what y'all come up with it. So I'm going to let this one loose for everybody and see what y'all can do.
No, I'm not building that.
Yes, you are. You're building this.
I'm not building that. I don't build planes with no butt and all fin.
Well, you're going to start because this is what we need right here.
Look, it won't even sit up like it's supposed to.
It sits perfectly, actually. It sits great.
It does not. It's bending the anhedrals. No.
What? No, it's bending the whole wing. What the hell are you talking
Yeah,
about? It's
exactly.
sitting on a
That's even
wing.
worse.
So what we're gonna do
It
is,
looks. It almost looks like you need more weight in the nose.
dude, trust me, weight in the nose is not its problem. It's got too much weight in the nose.
So
That's the
trim it
problem.
off. Problem solved.
Well, there you go. Figure that out. Okay, so we're gonna do this.
Trim it like you did the snip snip, the little snip snip. You know, on the thingy, on the ball sack,
Yeah,
on the snip.
yeah. Okay, I'll get on that. Last month, like I've got,
Didn't we do that
like I've
already?
got, like I've got 14 of these.
I
Like I
know.
haven't
Didn't
tried
you
that.
do that already though? Isn't that what you were saying?
Exactamundo. Which is why I
Maybe
need
you
to get
cut too
fixed.
much off.
That's true, but then there's this one, and then there's the others that don't have a staple or just have tape, or it's got a little bit else on it. I
That's
mean, dude,
okay. You know what the problem is? Have you tried taking everything? Have you tried building it exactly like that, but without the wing on it?
that's what this is for. Is the idea. See,
Okay,
so
so do me so we're gonna bring in IT knowledge into this and skills. Okay, we're gonna do that, and I know you got them. So here's what we're gonna do. I want you to build that exact plane, but don't put the tail in it. Go for it,
well, then it's not a Valkyrie.
but just do it.
No, then it's not a Valkyrie.
I understand that. I'm not saying that.
I'm not going to build a plane that's not a Valkyrie. This needs to be.
that's not.
This
That's
right
not what
here
we're.
needs to be made to
That's
work.
not. We're trying to figure out why that design does not fly. So
That's
let's eliminate one thing on it and see if that changes the plane completely. Yes, it will change the
Well,
design
yeah,
of the
because then it won't
plane.
be a Valkyrie anymore.
I get that.
Then
I'm
you're
not
not helping me
saying
fix
that it
anything.
won't.
Then you're not helping me fix anything.
No, but it will determine if the wing is causing if the tail is causing the problem.
How can the tail cause the problem?
Can you just unfold it out of that right now?
How can the tail cause the problem?
That's what we need to find out. Is the
I
tail
mean,
causing the problem? Is there not enough wind going down its buttocks to?
that's not the problem. It
How do
doesn't
you know? You
work.
haven't tried it.
First of all, yes, I have. Second of all,
You didn't say
because
that.
that is not its issue.
Then
It's
what
the
is
way
his
it
issue?
flies, not what does it do when it flies.
What is this issue?
I just said that.
What I was.
Yeah, because you were too busy saying what the problem was. I said that.
What's the problem?
The problem is not in how it flies; it's in the way that it flies.
So what way does it fly?
Moving the tail is not going to solve the issue.
Okay, so what's
I
the?
need the tail in the plane.
I know you like the tail. I get that. Okay, you're killing me.
Every aspect of this plane needs to stay put.
Okay,
It just
but,
needs to
okay.
be made to
So
work.
what? How does it fly, and how do you want it to fly?
I'd like it to fly at least like an interceptor. If not like an interceptor, I need it to glide in a short to medium range area. And glide, not stunt.
Yeah, I
Not
know what
that
you're
it's
saying. So
not
what
that
does
it
it do?
stunts
It
now.
stunts.
No, it does not stunt now. But it likes to go out short, and then it likes to, well, it kind of does stunt, I guess, doesn't it? Because it glides out to its area, interceptor like, usually gets about medium range, and then it does a little bit of loops and then glides straight down. It stalls a little bit, but not so much.
You don't have video on this, do you?
I don't have too many videos of Valkyrie, no. Because I'm always doing test flights with it. I'm never doing any, like, you're right, I should do a video of it. I make that stuff that. Mark's
That
version
would.
definitely should have without tail because Mark's not interested in tail, see?
Well, it depends on which one you're talking about.
Well, I just said what I meant. So, here he is trying to say, like, oh, you take the tail out, and, like, all the rest of us are trying to hunt tail, and Mark's the only one of us who doesn't hunt tail. That's kind of ironic.
No, 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 no. I have changed. I've been putting them in the planes. Look at what I did with that Ikron. That was my last one, and I put a tail on it.
That's true. That's true.
I even gave it the STE, just a slight STE, very slight.
It
Very,
was
very
slight. Yeah, but
Just
it
to trim
did.
just to trim that angle down a little bit, define that edge, and then give it a tail.
What's up, Wait, did you get a chance to build Nimbus on my build video? I heard you say you might want to get one of those out there. I brought Cirrus in here. Cirrus was going to be my next one, but I was going to say, you want to build Cirrus? Do you want to build Valkyrie? I can still complete my testing because I have been doing some testing on it. I haven't given it the full 14 days I said I was going to, but it's close now. But we could build Cirrus. I was going to make that as a part two with Nimbus. But basically, if you know how to build Nimbus, you know how to build Cirrus. So it doesn't really matter. No, I'm just saying, yeah, everybody's going to have a different take on it. And that's what I want, is the different takes on it. Like, if you're going to do it one way, a different other. I mean, one of the things I did with this one's got a whole bunch of control surfaces in it. Rudders and rudders, mostly rudders. Flap doesn't need to be, but I took the T-tail out because I felt the need to take the T-tail out. It's in there. Like, you see, all I've done is fold it down,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah.
but it's still in there. Um, I can't have it without the tail. It makes the plane, and it doesn't affect. It's like it doesn't affect it enough that it warrants me to take it out because while it does take out a lot of fuselage, there's still fuselage back there. I don't feel it's the lack of fuselage that's causing it problems. Not after the test flights. I do feel that the angle fold here, like this one actually has the secondary wing down. I do feel that is part of the problem. After having built like two or three examples, three or four examples now with this fold like reversed. I mean, it's not exactly reversed, but this jagged fold, if you will, that causes the outer wing to be below the inner wing. I've reversed that now, so the inner wing is on the bottom, and it seems to like that better. I can't explain that. Maybe it's just because the outer wing is flimsy, because this really is only a single sheet. But I don't know.
So that's the other question. Yeah, have you tried doubling it?
I've not tried doubling it. That is one thing I haven't shot.
Because maybe you could double it and then create the tail with one sheet, and then the other sheet stays all the way back. Like the inner sheet
Oh yeah,
creates
something
the.
like that. Yeah,
I'm
I
just
do have.
just just a thought. Just a thought. Like the inner sheet.
I've had a couple. Well, I've had a couple that I actually like. This entire design stayed the same, and then I've actually taken like the scrap of a sheet, which I'll illustrate right here real quick because this ain't nothing. Um, I have literally how I could use this because this is crap. We don't need Russian and Tagalog right here. I have taken a sheet, literally about this much, and then I folded it to be basically along the keel, and literally just put it back here. Oh, that's not
Yeah, but I
exactly a
don't think
great
that would
example.
work as well.
Well, exactly how well do you want it to work? I
Well,
just need. I
obviously
mean,
to.
all we were doing is replacing what you think is the fuselage missing. So I mean, I did that,
Well, it is
and
missing.
it still bid basically the same thing.
It is missing, but it's not. Yeah, yeah, you're not adding as much weight either. So is it?
Well, no, not
So
as
the
doubling
question
it,
is,
right?
at that point, is it proportionate?
Well, I'd like to think that this probably was. It may not be. Ah, Jesus, that tail is so severe.
Yeah. Which is why I said take it out originally.
Yeah, look, just because you're scared of tail doesn't mean the
I'm
rest of
not.
us are. You
I
know.
just think that that affects the flight severely.
Well, of course it does, but that's why I wanted to make it work because that's the whole point of this. Is let's try to make it work the way it is, not take out the simple stupid shit and figure it out.
Well,
Anybody could do that.
well,
That's why
kind
you end
of,
up with
but
planes.
it
That's
then
why you end up with planes that look like this.
I'm not
Anybody
saying
could
it's
do
going to
this.
end up
Do
like
that.
that. So what I'm saying is it's not going to end up like that. Just to see if it flies the same without the tail, then the tail's not the problem.
And it did fly the same without the tail.
So then there you go. Answer solved. So
Well, except
now then when you got to look at something else. Is it the anhedrals, are they too big or are they too small? Is the tips of the wing of the tail causing the problem? Is it the openness of the tail causing the problem?
see, it's like
Because have you tried closing the back?
if it's a body. Yeah, yeah, I did that in the most recent one. I didn't like that either. And then it turns out to be even
I'm
more
not. I'm
intercepting,
not
which is
asking
not
if
necessarily a
you
bad thing,
you
but
didn't like the way it looked or you didn't like the way it flew.
I didn't like the way it flew.
Oh, that's different. Because I don't like the way a
I,
lot of them fly. Because you built them.
well, yeah, yeah,
Almost made me
yeah.
spill my drink.
This one just
I haven't liked them for 20 years. Has it been 20 years? Dang, it
I
has.
well,
It's
it's been 20
2000. What?
years,
99? 2000?
something like that. Yeah,
Dang, it's 20 years. Look at that. And we're about to hit the 20-year reunion. Dang, it's time for me to retire.
yeah, it is.
All right, I got my 20 in. How about y'all? I'm done.
See, it doesn't look so bad.
Never put a
I'm gonna
fin
put it. I'm
code.
putting it like the game cameras over here. It
Never
doesn't
put a
look so
fin
bad. It's
code.
just I can't. I don't
Never
know.
put a fin code on them. It's time for me to retire. That is hilarious. It's like
I'm
paying a
thinking
government employee
if
for
I
20 years and they never work.
probably just snap this off. Well, I don't know. Now I'm doing stupid shit because I really don't care if this is the one.
Well, yeah. But see, I think that that's just not adding the right amount of weight.
Yeah, but if it's truly an aerodynamic issue, then weight wouldn't be a problem. All we're doing is creating body for it. But again, I've done this. And in theory, if you're talking about air separation when it departs of a flat surface, such as this, if like the air, when it's coming off the plane straight away and it has nowhere to go because it expects like a fuselage, so it's stalling right there,
Yes.
then in theory, all you need is a keel right here. This could still be open, which I've also done with this plane, and it still didn't work.
Well, that's probably because you did it with paper though, right?
Of course.
Obviously, something heavier is heavier. Like something more sturdy is probably. You know, let me pull a Trump on this one. It's heavy, okay?
Obviously,
So
something
so
heavier.
it's quite large. So it's quite hefty. So in theory, it's gonna weigh more. Um, no, what I'm saying is, so obviously, like cardboard or something of that nature may affect it too much. But is there something more structural that you could put on there other than paper that's gonna flap around?
Yeah, probably.
Because I think that
Yeah.
could have been the issue, possibly. I don't know if that's what's causing it to stall and everything else, but I'm assuming so because you're saying it's towards the end of the flight, which means there's no air lifting it up,
Right.
and it's causing
And
it
it's
to just stunt.
and it's
Which,
not like it's
if there's
yeah,
weights
and
in the
it's not like
nose, like a wide wing plane, all the weight is in the nose, and it stunts.
and it doesn't do it like my original like my experimental versions of North, the no rear fuselage. It doesn't this one does it completely different than them. I mean, there's okay, I admit there's shades of it, but it's not like those when they actually flutter. You lose the takeoff boost and then they just kind of spin and flutter. This one does not do that, which is usually that's a key of having no rear fuselage. If you just cut it off, that always happens because once you lose thrust, there's really nothing to support the air and it collides back there and it basically just dies. So this one doesn't do that. Mostly, I think, because of the angle. If this was like flat, these are never flat. If this was flat, straight across, it was a constant chord, I would expect that to happen. It probably would be the same, in which case I would definitely blame the tail. But because it's slanted, I think it's got a better chance. I can't figure out where or how.
Have you tried not slanting it as much and creating less of a tail back there?
Yeah, to a degree. One of the earlier examples was converted to that, and one of the bigger examples also got converted to that.
Have you
So there's
tried
like
dihedrals?
I don't think I've tried dihedrals.
There you go. There's prob.
I bet it would fly upside down. I bet it would fly upside down. Really consider that. I also have not given it like any tips that are folded either. I haven't done a SAT or FAT onto this. Man, does that look strange? That's interesting though. Okay, I give that a shot. I definitely give that a shot. I mean, who knows? That might be the reason why the wings are. But like you were saying, also double forming it. That's a pretty good idea. Two papers on there,
Well,
strengthening it.
well, yeah. So not only does that strengthen it, but that gives it the stability in the rear that it might be missing.
Yeah.
That even though if you took it out, it says, you say it still flies the same. I'm thinking that the stability of it, the structure, is it's I can't think of the word. What am I trying to say?
It's competition.
No, it's like
It's cabbage.
no, not cabbage.
Comprende?
No, not comprende. Um,
That's no bueno.
that is no bueno. It's like it has to do with the construction of it, the composition.
The composition. Maybe that was
Yeah,
the word you were saying.
yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Yeah. Because
Okay.
just adding the extra on there, I don't think is enough.
Okay. I can see that. Yeah. It probably wouldn't be. You're right. It'd probably be. It would probably have to be something more and balanced out throughout the whole body. Because I'm sure maintaining the an equal weight forward to back, forward to aft would be the best bet. So so what? You saying you want me to just you want me to keep testing this before I give it to you guys? You want me to get you involved in the testing on this?
Well, I'm saying I'm not gonna build it. Well, I don't have enough
That's
papers.
just because you suck. I bet everybody else will. Fine, fine. What are you going to build then?
I honestly don't know.
I didn't want to. I wasn't going to say that I was going to turn this into, like I said, something for Sears. I mean, it could be because I meant to do that. I was going to kind of make it a two-parter with the Nimbus one I introduced before. Um, but it really wouldn't be very large anyway because Cirrus is basically the same thing. If you follow the instructions for Nimbus, you can make Cirrus. You just have to make it on a smaller sheet. And I mean, again, we could do that. Uh, but but I was also thinking, since Mark is throwing out the help me build the Valkyrie thing, God, well, it's okay. I'll do it on my channel if I have to. But well, I was gonna do it that way anyway. Um, what about that idea that you had before? That not with a dual papering, but you had said something about what did you call it? You called it like well, you said it was like a sheath. What did you mean by fuck? You don't. It's been a while. You probably won't remember it. You
Nope.
said something about like a sheath. And what the hell did you mean by that? I need to go back to that video so you could tell what we was talking about. This was a little while ago. But like we had, I think it was back even when React was coming out. Because you had some idea. You had some idea about putting something. It was like something over the front end of it. And I had no idea what you were going on with it until like me and KIA got to talking, and then he showed me something else on it, and I was like, oh yeah, yeah, that could work. And then I thought it might have been what you were referring to originally when you said sheath, because I was like, oh, oh,
I don't remember.
maybe that's what, yeah, maybe that's what Mark meant. Okay, you haven't had a chance to fly those yet, right?
No.
Okay, I gotta take these out. I want to see what they could do. I remember to like take them out because I don't know. See, oh 08, you got to convert the tails too, man. I gotta get you on board. Well, I mean, just for testing, just to see what it could do for you. Because Mark's got one on Ecron now, but and he's got STE. Proud of you, man. That was good. That was a good job. It looks makes plane look good. Makes plane look like you stepped away from the flying bus. This thing looks orange. Does that look orange? Yeah, I guess it kind of does.
Oh yeah, a little bit.
A little bit. Yeah. Okay. Pink is more appropriate. It's actually pink, but I can see where it does look orange. Okay. Okay. Fair enough. Looks orange. Yeah. Oh, and these right here, by the way, these suck. this, this,
Well, they look like
this
they
is
do.
this is not Team Diamond. It's like a variation. I was hoping these would be something cool. Yeah, these aren't cool. These these are like the complete opposite of cool. These are horrible. Um, I don't know why. I'm not gonna work with Team Diamond works, so I'm not too overly concerned about it. But um, man, these are horrible. I can't. This is like something that the early days of NASA would build.
Yeah,
This
right.
this is bad. I mean, it looks all right. You know, like there's no weight. There's body. It's a W fuselage there, but and it's got a somewhat tail, if you will. I mean, I know one of you jokers will be out there going, "Which way are you supposed to throw it?" Well, it's supposed to be thrown that way, but it doesn't work. It just doesn't like to fly. This one's horrible. I can't even. I think probably it'd be better if it taped it and held it like this. Um, which of course defeats the purpose of making a W body because having the twin keel idea is what makes it cool. So I guess not with that one. I don't know. Colt, I didn't think Colt was a Delta Diamond, but I may be wrong about that. That Nakamura Eagle, you, I thought you were like retiring that. I didn't think you were working with that. Mark feels Mark feels a little bit strange with his all packed up now. Like you have no plane out there to like
No, none.
showcase now.
No, none. They're all in boxes.
And are you worried they're not going to make the trip over?
Oh, they're not. And as gently as I put them in there, it's just the the move down to the vehicle, across town, out of the vehicle. That's just I down two dirt roads. Yeah, like even if I put them in the front seat and strap them in with a seatbelt or something like that. Yeah, we gonna start over. We gonna start over again. One more again.
It's not. I don't think it'll be the jostling that'll hurt him too much, will it?
Just the time frame of them sitting on top of each other.
Well, yeah. I mean, they're doing it now, but
Yeah, they're only
I
for a couple of
mean,
days right now, so it'll
I
be
mean, you.
it'll be a little over a week,
But I don't
which
think like.
isn't bad
Yeah.
considering that. I just hope that as we're moving them around, they don't
Well,
just
I
go
think some of your smaller.
all
I
kinds
think
of
some of
jacked
your
up.
smaller ones are going to be more resilient though, like Ekron, like Ekron. Excuse me. Like Dagger. I think they'll be able to be put up with that. Ninja would probably put up with that. Raptor, I'm scared of for Raptor. Raptor might not make it. Raptor doesn't really have the wing for that. I mean, it's only a single sheet that's kind of large, so you know, I'm holding out hope for Raptor, but I don't know what you could do. Okay, so you don't use it, but you have it available. Okay, I got you. I got you. All right. That's why I thought like you were talking about like okay, not a matter of retiring it. You would never retire it because you don't have them in force. I got you. So, Mark, those ones that you have, are you still consider them under test?
What do you? Which ones?
Because, well, I mean, the brand newest ones like Dagger and
Oh,
Ekron.
yes. So they are, even though they are named, um, they are not technically experimental because they are what they are. Like I already have the version of them finalized,
Right,
but
right.
the more so what is their range and what are they going to fill?
Right.
And that's what's going to be like depending on how long it takes me to unpack and get everything situated and set up over there within the next 2 months I should have that figured out. because I'm
Cool.
expecting to take maybe a week, week and a half to unpack. It's not obviously going to take me that long to unpack the planes, but the rest of the stuff, get the computer set up, get my office set back up, and get the rest of the house organized and ready to go, and take care of what I need to take care of out in the yard now that I have a yard. Um, um,
That's be a game changer right there.
oh man, that's a huge game changer. So instead of getting home from work and then having to pack up and go do this and go do that, like I can literally just grab one off the line or wherever I've got it on my desk and just walk out the door.
To put it bluntly, it's like coming home from school. You get a chance to go away, do something, get back outside, and throw some play.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and with working from home every 2 weeks right now, that's even better. When I get off work, I'm already home, so then I can go straight outside. I can go play like a little kid.
Which is what we all should be doing, but we don't do it because whatever. So yeah, though I was thinking, no, going with that though, I did some changing. Um, didn't do really. I just did an addition. Remember how we were talking about? We were trying to figure out OAE. We were trying to figure out like how what we were gonna call a joint plane. Like it had many roles. We couldn't figure out, so we just used like an M prefix, whatever, blah blah blah. We were talking about prefixes. I came up with a new prefix, and it eliminates the E because what we're going to do, or what I've done, and what I suggest you guys could do with this. Mark, you've got a couple in testing, or you've got a couple in testing. I've got a couple in testing, Valkyrie included. I mean, I don't know what it is. I don't know what it does, right? So it's in testing. So the E's are going to be the evaluation squadrons, and they're going to be in the reserves because the reserves need manning. So every other base, I've got a couple bases. It'll be up to you guys entirely, but however many you want to put in there, wherever you want to put them, I've already allocated them to the installation sheet, as a matter of fact, because I have Venom is in there, Valkyrie is in there. There's a couple others I have in there actually too. Whatever's named. Oh, Arstea's in there. Um, any planes I've got that like haven't been accepted because they've rolled out, they've had their first flight, but I have no idea what the hell they're going to do. They're in those. So there's another home. I mean, I think it's a perfect setup because they're beyond testing. You know, you've done so much with them. You know you want to keep them. You know they're eventually going to be in there. You just don't know where. So
Yeah, yeah.
I figured that would be a great place and a great way to get a little bit more out of the reserves. Because again, I don't want the reserves to be just like, yeah, the old ones on the way out are going in there. I want it to be planes that like have something more. You know, something more to offer. So So I have a couple of evaluation. Well, no, they're just I can't remember if they're what we call the regiments or not, but I think they are because I've actually given them they're like squadrons underneath, but they're different because they're the reserves. So like the evaluation brigade is in the eval regiment. See, so there's like two per one, and with an updated installation sheet, you'll be able to see that. It'll just depend on how many you have. You know, like if you only got one or two under test, you can put them in two different places with one brigade each. I think that's how I broke it down. I'll have to take a look. Uh, but like ultimately, it's the regiment, which is the equivalent of a wing or a group. And it's like if there's one, it's only ever going to be very little amount, I would imagine. So it's only going to be like if there's one under there, or if there's two or three under there. So and however many bases you want. Me and Mark, we've got a few bases in the reserves. We might want to, spread them around. For those of you that don't have, I'm looking at you, Oe. You only got the one. Um, you can put everything there. So
Yeah, a few times
know.
covering all roles. Yeah.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, he's very multi-role oriented. While we are like, which is funny considering how many planes he has. I mean, you definitely have enough to cover like each squadron. But like you said, I guess like a few types active. So, but that's my choice. I mean, if you left them active, you could still do it. This was the version I was referring to, by the way. I do have one here. I didn't think I did. This one actually, compared to the original one, which I just flipped up and like you said, make the dihedrals. Um, that single wing on the outbound is folded down. This one's actually up. So this is one that's different, and this one did fly better, even though it still retains the T-tail, which is tricky. Those are worse than the others, just because they just don't cooperate so much. This one also curves a lot more, like where the typical Valkyrie. I know I'm getting into it again, but the typical Valkyrie was like, see how it kind of just it's straight on.
Yeah, yeah.
It's basically straight. This one doesn't do that. This one, you can see it. It curves. It like follows that and then it just sweeps back up to the back.
Maybe
Um,
that's the issue. Maybe that because that one flies better. Maybe the the blockiness of the other one, it doesn't like it.
it's true. That could be what it is. I mean, that could be like
It's
it gives it a
it's
little.
acting like a speed brake almost.
Yeah, yeah, quite possibly.
Because it's too maybe because that one's that tail's smaller, isn't it?
This tail, yeah, yeah, it's a little, yeah, it is.
So maybe that's the issue. Maybe the tail unfortunately is too small or too tall and blocky. Maybe you need it more of a gradual curve, but you don't need it to come to a complete wall. You need it to taper off
Right. Okay,
because
I can see that.
you don't want it to come up like a ramp and then just stop because then that's just blocking air. You want it to come up and then level off. So at
Oh,
you know
I
what I'm
see.
saying? Like you
Yeah.
do, like you have it, but maybe it needs a little bit more of a rounded to get up to the level the top or the you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I got you. Yeah,
So I
that
don't know if you could trim that or if you would have to somehow like mold that into the tail. I don't know.
it'd probably be more actually to be more effective. It would probably be more of a mold, I think. In that one's case, yeah, but it could be trimmed on the fly. No pun intended. I could probably trim it just to see how it worked because again, that would be testing something different, right? I mean, if I had one regular and I trimmed it versus if I just built it in there. I mean, we've got two different types already. Something's got to work. I hope.
Yeah.
And this one, ironically enough, this one doesn't seem to be like I don't know why this one seemed to be as heavy as it is, but this one's like this one in particular is like really heavy in the nose, where this one is quite light. It's even got a staple up there. I don't know, can you see it? But there's actually a staple up there. Oh yeah, I guess not that with light like that, but yeah, there's a staple right there. Um, and it's like really light. I don't know how that happened. I don't think any other fold in this plane is different than this one, nor is the paper any different. So, but okay, I could try that. I could try to make the yeah the tail not so sweep. I can make the or not as tall as well. So there's still possibilities. But in the meantime, it's still going to be up there for how to build shortly, so we can get people involved, just in case. I'll get it. I'll get it ready. It won't be like the next one. I'll probably finish part two of the Nimbus, so you can figure out how to build Cirrus real quick. Mark, did you get a chance to take a look at that, by the way? I mean, I think you know how to build Nimbus, but
I have not taken a look at it. I
did you
haven't
not see
done
it?
much of anything.
Okay, I didn't know if you'd seen it or not because you hadn't commented, so I didn't know. I don't mean on the video. I mean a text or something. I didn't see anything, so it was like you laughing at the video, going, "Oh man, that plane's never gonna work." You've seen it though. I mean, it's not bad. I don't know if you hate it, but you probably do.
Oh, probably always. You
Yeah,
know.
yeah. Ass. So, all right, we have the bases. He's all packed up. Is that a that sheet that you have? Is that a Dodge sheet?
No, it's just a worksheet.
Oh,
No, yeah, I'm like yeah.
so you managed to keep some paper out there. Have we made Vulcans? I started one. I did the other day. I started one because when I made my video, shortly after the video on the Nimbus, I was looking through some of your stuff, and North. Wait a minute, I finished that Vulcan. There was one I built off of your page. I built the. Oh, Jesus, I gotta remember for all the names that he has. Um, damn it, I meant to mention it too. I think I have it in the calendar, but I don't remember if I put like which type it was that I built. I want to say it was a Strato, but I know it was more than that. Like with you, it's always a different name. It was more than just that. So I'm trying to remember exactly which freaking one that was. I'll know it when I see it because I marked it. Oh wait, whoa, I do have it in the calendar. Never mind. Oh, okay. Well, that helps out. I built the Ultra Stratovulcan, the Mark 16. So if you need to add that. um, yeah, it's in the box. Yeah, I don't know if I get. I built it here. It flew inside, but I didn't fly it outside yet. It's coming up. It's coming up. I'll be able to do it. Um, and I need to take these damn reacts out there, either outside or to the base and to the base. I like the way I said that. Need to get them out there and actually see how these fly because I'll post a video of that one. Once React gets up, these things will be cool. Um, I don't know if I can build another one of these again, but yeah, it's like I said, it's in the other room. I've got a box. I've got a small box that has seven of the ones I built at the time. Uh, because they're ready to be transported. They're ready to be taken out. I was gonna take them out. So there's um a Thunderbolt in there. There's there is the beginnings of one of Taper Plane's version. Robert's in there, but I don't think I finished that one because I was like, oh my god, I don't have enough tape for this. I was gonna put like regular clear packing tape on there, and I didn't do that because I didn't think like, well, I mean, come on. He always puts a tape with the design, so it looks kind of cool when the end. I didn't want to do clear tape because I mean, like, dude, it just looks like a regular paper plane. I figured, what the hell? Um, I wanted to make it look somewhat different. I almost was gonna put duct tape on it, but I don't know if like he uses packing tape. Packing tape and duct tape are two totally different things. You can't do that. I mean, like, I suppose you can if you build a plane that's again sturdy enough. And his little bird, I think it was RR7. No, it was a Zeus. I was starting to work on the Zeus. God, he's not on here. I can tell him, yeah, because it's the plan form is built. Uh, but yeah, I was like, I can't tape this with this. I got to get something different. Either that, or I should have made it out of orange paper, pink paper. I just want to get one of those out there. I suppose it should just be a show. One of these days we're gonna have to do that on the show. You know that, right? We either build this. I mean, dedicate OEE day. We'll have to dedicate each days. We'll dedicate one for a sailplane, one for a NASA's plane, one for an OAE plane, and one for the Robert plane. I mean, everybody. We'll cover everybody, including past planes. So, hey, we could do Draco.
Oh no.
Come on, man. We gotta do Draco. Draco would be so. I mean, we could do Draco right now. It'd be simple. Would it be something like this? Ball it up, throw it out.
Yep.
You never did a how to build on Draco, so see that would be kind of new, something new and improved, something different for everybody, or something you just don't want anybody to know. Being really secretive about that plane.
That plane's going.
I've said it before, man. I'll say it again. Yeah, everybody's got to start somewhere. You did good. You got it in there. That's all that mattered, right? Right?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Okay, so Mark said, "Wait, you're not gonna be on. You won't be on next week because of the move."
Yeah, because I'm getting the keys. I got to finish up the final packing and everything else this weekend, and hopefully finish it up this weekend. but just get everything finalized Wednesday because I'm getting the keys Thursday, and then moving Friday, Saturday.
Okay, okay.
So,
So,
and I don't know exactly what day the internet's getting shut off exactly.
you're not gonna be able to switch it, are you? Are you gonna be able to
I'm
switch
not
it?
switching it because it's cheaper to just start it in my name and take it out of her name. Because
Oh, oh.
Comcast is being stupid like they always are.
Hmm. Welcome to Comcast. Oh yeah, okay. Gotcha. No problem. I mean, I could grab it. I could grab it. I just let me make the let me make the I'm kind of embarrassed by it, and right now it's folded up because you know how you do with the Warhawk and stuff like that. I've just got it pressed because I wanted to keep it stable. It's one of the ways it's in the box. Um, I'll bring it out. Um, I don't want it to be unpressed because then I'll be embarrassed. That's really what it boils down to. I'm not gonna let it be seen and let me think like, what did you do to it? You know. Um, Actually, what I'd hoped to do, I shouldn't have answered you because what I'd hoped to do was just put the video of me flying it, then say, "Hey, look at this! I'm flying an OE bird," and that would be the first thing that you saw instead of me like just saying it out here. I still might do that if I get a chance to fly it first. That'd be cooler. I say like here, take a look. Um, I know we got a lot of you got a lot of like flight shows that we have to do to cover all these ones that everybody wants to see done or some of ours that really need to get flown, like React, like Ecron.
Yeah.
Yeah, you haven't put a how to build on that one yet. What's up with that?
I technically built it on live air.
I know, but I mean, like, it's not a step by step. You just kind of,
No.
you did it, and there it was. You
Yeah.
didn't really like. Okay, so we want to do, you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I didn't. I didn't do that.
Yeah. So like, if that one comes up, I don't have. Where is it? Um. Oh man, I put that away too. See, because believe it or not, I've actually started packing a little bit myself, but not as much as probably you have. Is your whole room clean?
What?
Is your room clean?
Well, not really. It's got boxes everywhere.
Well, that's what I mean. Besides the boxes, like
Oh.
there's nothing out. You've packed everything, so it's
Well,
kind of clean.
I mean, I wouldn't call it clean.
I know.
I
I'm
mean, I
just saying
still got stuff in
internally.
here that needs to be packed, like small stuff,
Right.
but there are no planes out. There are
Okay.
no. I mean, and technically, this computer's got to get packed up at some point, too.
Well, that'll be probably one of the last things you do, right? Or is that coming up like shortly?
What?
Well, I mean, like, I don't know to what level of importance that is. I mean, like, you still want to be able to do stuff versus, I mean, anything like email people, play something, whatever it happens to be, versus I don't care, I got to get this damn thing packed. I mean, I'm kind of surprised you still have all the monitors, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so
Otherwise, we wouldn't be able to do this.
yeah, true. Well, wait, you could do it on two, right? Couldn't you? Or,
I could. It just would be a pain in the butt
oh, okay.
because I have the chat up on the third screen.
Oh, okay.
I share one with you. I share one with you so you can see it. The other one is yours so they can see it, and then I have the chat up on the third.
Okay, okay, gotcha. All right.
But yes,
So,
I could move the chat over and then do it that way.
hmm, I'm wondering. I was just like I was just surprised because I figured maybe one of them would have gone away by now, but I guess you probably have the full suite out because you want to make it available. So that
Yeah.
makes no, I get it. That makes sense. That's cool. So I picked a Vulcan to build that was like right after the most popular export Vulcan. Well, that was pretty unique. I have no idea why. I mean, I didn't really. You could just like create like a little grid like this with each different type of Vulcan in there, just like throw a dart and wherever it lands, it's like, okay, I'm building that one, because it's. I mean, I could go right down the line. We could go right down the line, but it's like, okay, where do you go? I get you can see the natural progression of it. Man, I still think you should probably have just like. It's funny how you created the names. You really should have just stuck with like Vulcan Mark and been done with it. Mark
Super strato meta mega
Ultra.
pancake.
Oh man, I don't suppose the pancake Vulcan is coming in the future, is it?
I sure hope not.
Do you Mark? Do you want to build one while you're on here, or do you want to not have another plane to pack? I
I
know you
don't want
got
to
the
have to. I
sheet.
don't want to have to pack it. Honestly, this is a sheet that I had with my work papers, so technically I could just throw that one in the work bag and be done with it.
Okay, we don't have to build one, so you don't have to. I mean, because I understand where you're at. I mean, I wouldn't want to be in that situation either. So I'm gonna have to sweat it too. I'm about to move too. So if like I mean, some of mine are in boxes that can move, and then again, there's the main line, and that's gonna be a problem. Okay, so that makes it easier for you. Yes, yes. No, see, perfectly understandable. I would mark too. I mean, because it's just hell, it's degrees easier by calling it that to try to remember which one is. I mean, when you acronymize it though, USV, that's kind of cool. You don't want to spend your time calling it the SSV, the Super Stratovulcan. I think I said that right. It sounds a lot better not taking the time, just calling it the SSV, the USV, the MTUSV. Oh, that's right. You turboize it too, right? There's turbos. Yeah, yeah. And there's simple. I forget about you have simple Ultra Vulcan. Yeah, yeah. So it's not just super, it's simple. I'm hoping there's not a super simple in there because
super
that would just
simple super
right. Oh man,
a simple super simple meta, strato meta.
he's also got the Helio and the Cosmo and the Astro, but not all the same. Those are kind of like breakdowns of it. The Superstar Vulcan, the Turbo Meta Vulcan, TMV. Yep, yep. And he's got an SUV because he got the Strike Ultra Vulcan. Man, what you could have done, what you should have done almost, is tried to. Oh, you should have tried to make, or maybe made a conscious effort to make sure that all the acronyms were different letters, so you could never have two of the same. Just because, I mean, it really doesn't matter how you do it. I'm surprised Mark hasn't tried to come up with a way of differentiating his and making something like the well, Mark's got Spider V1 through V4. Maybe that was his attempt. Actually, that's a pretty good version actually.
The
But like,
V6. I like the V6. I'm gonna work on that.
and was it? Weren't you talking about the 7 too, or is the 7 no go?
No, no, no. That was just the 6. I don't think the 7 was. Yeah, it might be. Maybe. I'd have to look.
Hmm. 7 was the one that I think you like when I did the nose thing, right? Was it an attempt at putting that kind of nose on there?
No, it was the wing change.
Oh, okay.
It was the wing change. The more F22 slash F16 look to the wing.
Oh, okay.
You remember that?
Yeah, no, I remember that. Yeah, yeah.
Where
I can't
it didn't
remember,
look
but yeah.
it didn't look like that. It was more of a tapered it was more of a aggressive wing instead of a gradual. I can't even explain it. I don't even know how to explain it.
More
And
of
I
an
have nothing I
aggressive
can
way.
grab to show you.
All right, yeah, yeah. The Mohawk is one I might get a kick. We might get a kick on. I might. You might. Okay. We'll have to take a look at that one. Mark's being quiet over there. What are you doing? Are you
I gotta
thinking?
get to North Carolina ASAP.
This is what you've been thinking about? What the hell?
What? You know. Oh, you know.
Oh.
I'm hoping I get this other virtual job so I can travel.
I can travel.
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
I'll somehow have to go to the Milwaukee VA. You know, I'll somehow
Yeah.
have to go there. I'll somehow have to go to other VAs in North Carolina and Louisiana and Atlanta and DC and who knows where else.
And yet nothing here, huh?
No, I said Milwaukee.
Oh, you did. Okay.
Yeah, I
Okay.
said
Okay.
Milwaukee.
Okay.
If I get that job, those are the ones I'm going to visit the most.
Okay.
The ones where I
Thank
know
you.
people.
Oh, well, thank you. That's
I'm
cool.
gonna be like, oh, you guys got a
Oh
project up
yeah.
in Milwaukee? Yeah, I'll go. Just don't make it August through May.
Gotta stop scratching himself there.
So yeah,
We can wrap him. No. No. Be all right. We could just like the gauze wrap, you know, put a layer over him like that, so make sure he stays mobile. Yeah, it's okay. Mohawk is up. Okay, have to take a look. Um,
yeah, no, because if I get to travel, then because for project management, there's the implementation part of project management.
which is basically another way. Yeah, right. Just getting it ready and stuff.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, there's the planning and that, but then there's also the deployment stage of it, the implementation and testing and deployment stage, which go into having to show up at the site.
Oh, oh,
Sometimes, not all times, but I mean, I don't see why they wouldn't let me.
yeah. Why not? Right?
Yeah.
You're like that's like well, I don't know. I don't know exactly which step in the process it is, but it would be obviously an early step. So, I mean, you got to be there for that, I think. I would think you'd have to be there for that. I'm checking it right now, as a matter of fact. Okay. Oh, wait. Let me get Reacts out the way here. I need to build another React because that one is like all wrinkled up, even though, if I remember correctly from the original testing, that one flew better than the others did, even all wrinkled up. Oh, yeah. I knew that. How come it is when I type in Mohawk and I look, there it is. This is from the dude who said he doesn't make, tails, and Mohawk is a good example of one having tails. Oh God, it's cold. Ah. Oh yeah, that's all right. I remember that. He Mohawk is the one he's got the tail on that makes it look like EA6. It's got like the pod on the tip of the tail. I mean, it wasn't. I don't remember if Mohawk brand new. Mohawk's not that new, is it? Well, I mean, new enough that we haven't seen it. But I mean, like you did that tail. Yeah, you did that tail on others before, I think, because you told us about the EW tail. Oh, it's from 2010. Okay. Oh yeah, the EW tail, natural things. Okay, so we won't make Mark build one because Mark doesn't want to have another one that just gets in his way. or he has to put away. I never really noticed this before, but I think we have the exact same monitor, or at least, excuse me, we have the same style of monitor. I noticed you have an Acer with the buttons like that. And if you don't be careful, Mark will track you through that thing. But I'm not that interested. I don't care. But he's
What
got
you
like
talking about, Willis?
he's got he's got an Acer monitor like a B203W because that's what mine is, a B203W.
Oh no way! There were
I
only
mean,
about 5 of those sold. You know that, right?
yeah, yeah. What are the odds, man? Well, I mean, dude. I mean, if you get technical, his keyboard looks a lot like mine too. But actually,
He,
it looked more like a generic keyboard.
yeah,
To be fair, it could be a Logitech though, because I think I see the
yeah.
icon at the
You
top
keep
corner.
posting pictures like that. I'll be able to pinpoint it in no time. I just quit trying. I had so much other stuff to do. I just quit trying.
You should you should put more of them on. You should put more of them on YouTube. I mean, freaking Instructables ain't showing you no love anyway. Just to have it out there. I don't mean for any other reason than just to be out there. I mean, your last upload was like 7 years ago, 9 years ago, something like that. I can't believe YouTube was around back then. I don't mean literally, but you know what I mean. I'm looking at it now. Yeah, you're right. It kind of does look like the Colt. I see the Colt as well. Dude, where's the Colt on the list? I don't remember if I seen it. I seen it? Oh my God. The next one. Well, you just said you're considering naming it the Neo Vulcan, right? So if one of us got a hold of the name Neo, we'd probably like call it basically the one. Yeah, because you know how goofy we are. Ain't nobody got time for that. We can't just name it that. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. Okay. Well, it doesn't look like it. It doesn't look like it's too terrible hard to build. This is kind of like okay. He was saying this looks like Colt. Um. Uh. I don't know. Here, hold up. Hold up. I'm doing this. Hold on. Here we go. Ready? And break. It looks like that.
You stupid.
Well, if I could, man, if I could do that, it would make it appear right away. It'd be a lot longer. But then, yes, I'm using it as a word right now. It looks like there's a. I can't make it out entirely, but it looks like there's a fold, like halfway across the wing. Like it folds the plane in half.
All right, so let me click on this. Where'd it
I
go?
see.
Come
I
on.
see. Okay. Okay.
Oh, is it over here? Oh, yeah, yeah. Okay, so what am I looking at over here?
Well, just to see that it actually looks like.
That it
Right.
exists?
You're saying it looks kind of like React there. I mean, does it?
Mm, mm, mm. No. Close. I mean, there's similarities. I won't say no, like no altogether, but there
Right.
are. Ah, that's interesting. It starts out that way. Yeah, see,
It
once
is
he
the
does
fold.
that right there,
Yeah.
that's where he changes it. Because it honestly looks just like that.
Right.
And then he changes it from there. You could say it's probably in the same family. looking at this, looking at the instructable part of it, and going
right?
from there. But when you see the final product, you can see the similarities in the front a little bit, but this wing right here is longer. It seems like this is much longer with the way he folded it
Yeah,
over.
yeah, you're right. Yeah,
And it also has a double notch. Ours just has the one and then it comes back. His has got the double. His comes out and then up this way and then back that way.
oh yeah, yeah, okay,
So
okay,
where ours just comes up and then it goes back for the Delta Diamond. Once he folded it over, he changed it completely. And he also didn't put the top part open.
right, right. Yeah, the top part. Yeah, he just like he sealed it up. Um, I like seeing that's a different like design philosophy. A lot of people, it seems to be like if you start making them closed, you're always closed, or if you leave them open, they're always open. Nobody usually likes going both routes, especially in the same plane. But like all of your planes, seriously, because I mean, at OAE, most of his planes are closed together. I don't think I closed together hardly any of mine. Even Javelin, which I'm pretty sure would actually probably benefit from it.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. I know what you're talking about in the back.
Yeah, 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 all the way down. Yeah,
Yeah, no. Yeah, I don't usually
it's
mess with that either.
just like he was saying something about, or you said something about, you don't usually tail. Yeah, I mean, it's the same thing. It's a design philosophy you kind of carry through, and it's like if you, well, the thing is, if you attach onto something that you really like and that you, or, I mean, if it finds it's good, you're gonna use it. You're gonna run it into the ground. Like Mark and his Delta Diamonds, they were on every damn plane for a while.
Yeah.
Like, but it was working, dude. Like all the planes he had, I mean, they were good. They were totally different designs. They always came out with a Delta Diamond, but they worked. They all did different things. I mean, Thunderbolt has one too. It's just really, really minor compared to the others. And I can see if Colt was, I don't know. We should probably build that one or something similar to that, like next.
Yep.
I mean, something would be a lot easier than the Starfang. That's crazy. Your Cirrus and my Cirrus, they don't look anything alike. I just want to point that out. Well, nothing alike. That does kind of look like the buffalo, though. How do you like that? He's got a buffalo. Nice, nice. Do you, OAE, I meant to ask, I was going to ask, do you have a section in here for when you build others' planes that you do? Like if you do build somebody, Starhawk looks a lot like Diamant. Okay, well, it looks a little like Diamant. But then again, where'd it go? Where'd it go? Arrow Dart? Well, not really. Thunder Dart looks like Thunderbolt. Nothing we haven't seen already, though. We've said this. Right? Should. I never noticed that before, dude. He's got a C-130.
Who, what? Who?
He's got the C-130.
Oh, he does?
Yeah. He even calls it the C-130.
No way.
It looks like the C-1. It looks really, really small. But it looks like the C-130. Yeah. It's pretty cool. Smaller scale, obviously. Hold on. Hold on. It's coming. It's coming. And there you go.
Hercules. Yeah, there it is. Hercules. Hercules.
I knew you were going to do that.
Come on, I clicked on the daggone thing.
It's not bad.
That is interesting. He starts with off with every one of them like this, like, hey, this is what you're
It's
gonna
down there.
need. This is what you're gonna need to do. You're gonna need to cut this out. Oh yeah, yeah. That's I know why you named it that. Yeah, Hercules, Hercules.
Well, yeah, but it also looks way smaller, I might add. Since those are, is that like what are those centimeters down there? Actually, no, that's millimeters, isn't it? So it's only 50 millimeters. Um, there it is. Okay, okay. Okay. That thing didn't work out. See, we have this problem all the time. Well, maybe not as many. Maybe not as many as this problem, but do you have that in there too? I'm looking for that. He's got a B-52 replica. I think the last one I made. I think I'm pretty sure. Yep, there it is. I think the last one I made was an A4. It was pretty solid. It didn't fly because it's not a paper airplane. I mean, it is in the fact that it's an airplane made out of paper. But I made it look so much like the A4. There wasn't a chance in hell it wasn't going to fly because real planes don't translate out to flying good through the air, all the time.
Yeah,
So
you take a real plane and transfer it into paper. Yeah,
yeah, that shit never works. I mean, the only thing that really looks cool is when they burn. Other than that, they don't fly worth a dick. I don't know how many of you guys like. Obviously, oh wait, Mark, have you ever done that? You ever tried to make a real one, or like one that looks real? They don't have vitamins. We ran out yesterday. I didn't get a chance to go get any yet. No, I was getting the urn. I got an urn. Ernest. Okay, so how many of them do you have? Jesus. Now I would look. See how many there are. Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, yeah. I suppose we could do that. There's, there's, we have,
stick it there.
what?
This stupid Skype. Stupid Skype.
It won't let you go?
No, it's just
Or
being
the,
dumb.
oh.
It's just being dumb.
Well, I mean, from time to time, it
Yeah, it's just being dumb.
just being dumb.
It's just being dumb.
You can tell when he switched over because first of all, some of them didn't have it, and then all of a sudden they started having names. Okay, okay, hold on. I gotta look it up. How am I gonna wait? Stand back. A hurricane's coming through.
I haven't heard that in I haven't heard that in a long time.
Yeah? Well, I hadn't heard the. Oh my God. Yeah, there it is. I hadn't heard the damn in a real long time either.
Well, I haven't.
Just, just,
I played it last week or like 2 weeks ago.
yeah,
I played it. I played it 2 weeks ago.
just damn.
There you go. Such a great catchphrase. He's so funny.
Huh? Well, how in the hell is that going to happen? Yeah. Yeah. I'm checking that. I'm checking that too. Hold on. The moth. It doesn't look like my moth, I'm sure. Damn! You haven't made that a soundbite yet? I'm surprised. That one's going to be a real good one, you know.
Yeah, I know.
The hell? Well, I have to go through quite a few. I suppose I could just name it by. Oh, the Shadow Warrior. I see that. How about the Sky Mite? Holy crap. Can't let Mark see that one. Hold on a minute. Mark's gonna love this. Yeah, yeah, I got you here. I got you here. Just because.
What you talking about?
There you
No.
go.
Nah,
I'm
I just
showing you the
open.
Raptor.
Alright, let's go back to the call. Let's click on that, move that back over because Skype is dumb.
Skype is being dumb. Where the hell did it go? There it is.
That is not a raptor.
I knew you were gonna say that.
That is not a raptor. That may look like the raptor, but that is not the raptor.
It looks pretty close.
That's not a
Do you
raptor.
mean do you mean it's not your Raptor, or do you mean it's not
Yeah,
the?
it's
Oh,
yeah, it's not a raptor. It's not my raptor. It's not the raptor. Can't do
oh
that.
my God!
Can't do that.
Really? That's what that looks like? Holy
You talking
crap!
about the hurricane?
Well, yeah, that too, but yeah.
Hurricane.
Damn. Yeah, I'm actually kind of surprised the moth would even fly. Holy cow! Okay, okay. But it's small. He's talking about lifting loads with it. How in the hell?
Yeah, how you lift them with the hurricane?
Oh, yeah, that's not happening. Not with that. Not with that particular plane. But I was trying to see like the others he was referring to, and like that's pretty easy to like probably fabricate.
What? Now you want me to keep?
Well,
What?
there's another one here that like he was talking about the moth and like okay, dude. I like the
I'm not
description
gonna
of
keep clicking on all these. I got too many tabs open already.
you can close tabs,
It's
fool.
making it hot in here. All these tabs open.
What?
Computer's working overtime. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's not even close. My resources are minimal.
Racing in the classroom. Okay, okay, pretty good. I just like that he says it needs ballast just to keep it from stalling. Like, damn, damn. I mean, that's I can't even imagine. Plus the fact that I know, I mean, I can see how small it is. There's three staples in the nose, and this is a plane that's only, well, it looks like it's only about 7 centimeters long. At least I think I got that right. I'm assuming those are centimeters. I don't know how your, I don't know how your cutting surface there is actually. So, damn, you make those little ones with all these tails and all the wings and stuff like that. Okay. Huh. All right. Well, you know, I'm looking. I'm looking. I'm trying to go through all 438 instructables that indicate how many planes are in there. I don't know. It's just nuts. So what's this? You gotta gotta get to North Carolina, man. What the hell?
I can't say that on national news.
Well, yeah, but this is local news.
I can't say this. I can't say that on local news. No, it's not. This is national.
I know that, but it's local to us. Yeah. I just meant me and you.
I'll tell you that after we go off air.
There's going to be some Banshee flights in the future. There's going to be some Raptor flights in the future. They're all going to be in North
Yes,
Carolina.
yes, yes. They're gonna be. There are gonna be more videos. There's gonna be, um, more flights, more testing, more builds. Maybe the one a days. Who knows? I don't necessarily know if I'm gonna go that far. Um,
Well, you do need to spruce up the force. So
right,
I
but
mean, it's not
I
a bad
may,
idea.
like I was saying, I may do spend a month and work on one particular design, or spend 3 months and work on one particular design, and then go to the next one and do that, you know, project over a period of a year and go from there. And if I finish it, obviously, if I, have a 3 month project and I finish it in 1 or 2 months, then by all means, we're good. And I'll move on
Right.
to the next phase. No pun intended.
Okay. Okay.
Then I'll just, I'll move on to the next aircraft and go from there. Um, but I'm literally going to start, I'm going to take the spreadsheet with everything that I have on it, all the designs, and I'm going to start with the oldest one and go to the newest
Oh, okay. Okay.
because I need to decide what I'm going to do with them. I need to decide if I'm going to use them. They need to those that are still active, even though they're older, they're still active. They need to compete against the newer planes, um, because my folding now versus my folding then was different or is different. So how I folded it then, even though it's the same as I fold it now, they may not fly the same because my folding back then was terrible. So it may have given it a not as crisp of an edge. So it was, because you remember, like, they were more rounded on my edges when I would build my creases.
Well, I remember that. Yeah. Yeah.
I still don't know how I was doing that. Like, I was folding it, but I wasn't folding. Like, it was so weird. It was like a tube. It was like this. Like you fold it and it's like, oh, yeah, that's a fold. But yeah,
Without
there's
being
a
a real fold.
stinking, it was like there was no crease. It was there, but it was no solid line. Um, I don't know how I was doing that, even though I thought I was pressing hard and everything else. And maybe I just, maybe I really wasn't running my finger along like that, like I really thought I was doing.
Usually, yeah, because usually if you can run your finger, of course, you're getting the crease. I mean,
Yeah,
that's all
you're
you
getting
usually need.
the crisp crease.
Yeah, the crisp
Um,
crease.
the crisp crease. Yeah. So maybe I just wasn't doing that. Maybe I wasn't doing it hard enough. Because I don't think I was doing it all. I think I was literally just folding it and then pressing, which was creating the bubbles in the crease because I was, pressing instead of
Yeah,
one consistent pressure along the seam. I was sporadic with it.
but like some of that was because of like fear of getting it wrong. I mean, because like if you had a fold and you weren't so sure that it was going to turn out right, you didn't want to have a crisp crease because if you did, you wouldn't be able to get it out and then fix whatever the problem was.
Well, yes, but I didn't really know that back then.
I'm just trying to get you out of it. That's all. I mean, there's probably a reason why. So I
No,
was,
yeah,
uh,
I was a stupid. Um, but yeah, no. So it was that. There's that, and then so I'm gonna start with actually let me what we're gonna do that real quick. I'm gonna pull, and I'll go ahead and give you guys an idea of what I'm gonna start with. So let me go ahead and
okay.
pull up the spreadsheet.
This is kind of cool. I don't get a
Pull up
chance to see this too often.
the spreadsheet.
Hey man, give us the spreadsheet, man. And
Pull
then
up
we
the
go and leave you
spreadsheet.
alone. Oh, we need a spreadsheet.
Pull up the spreadsheet.
Make sure it's bueno. If it's no bueno,
Yeah, bueno.
we don't need it. If it's no bueno.
Yeah. Mm, yeah, there we
I don't
go.
know. A few years are pretty sleek anyway, but okay. We'll take it at face value.
There we go. Yeah, see, it still says Mink's inventory. That's so great.
See, the government is really slow about that.
The file, yeah, I think the file name is still. Can I change that? I can change that.
You should be able to. It's your file, right? I think.
No way. Last edit was on December 29th, 2009. 2019.
2009? Oh,
No, 2019. December 29th, 2019.
okay. Jesus.
Yeah, because it's got the rest of them on here. Um,
Oh, yeah. Valkyrie and Hagataka. Okay. The hell?
no, it's not Valkyrie.
Do you have the ferrets out?
So yeah, so Diablo is the oldest one on here, which would make sense. I didn't know if I forgot about Diablo being on here, but I knew Vortex was on here. So we have Diablo, Vortex, and Spider, which is cool because I wanted to work with Spider anyway. So Spider will be earlier than I thought it would be. Um, Actually, I could do it by letter. Draco is gone, so I can just know that that's gone. So B would be Vortex, and C would be Diablo. And where's? Oh, that's right. Where's D?
What are you taking? What are you saying?
What
Are you
was
taking
D?
like Draco out?
Well, not take it out of the list, but don't. I'm obviously not starting with it because it's doesn't exist. It's gone. It's retired. It's gone.
Okay.
So I would start with Vortex, which is what I was going to start with. So yeah, we'll do that. I'm going to do it by letter, because I was going to do it by age.
Well, Phantom Lightning was D, but if you switch it up, then Thunderbolt's D and Thunderbolt's E, and you got a shit ton of Thunderbolts.
Yeah, which I still need to work with anyways.
True
A
that.
little bit, a little bit. But then F F. Which one was F?
Robert, there you is. What's up? Yeah, we're a little bit late, but not much. Which one
Which
was F?
F? What came after Thunderbolt?
Thunderbolt. After Thunderbolt was Condor
Oh, that's
and
gone.
and Stingray,
E F G
and
H,
then
and then
Spider,
Spider, and then Twister, which I have.
and then Rorix, and then Twister. But Rorix is also lost to the terrorists.
Yeah, because Rorix was I. Twister J. Swallow. Then we're getting into Swallow. Okay. K L. Yeah, those are gone.
Yeah.
M, which is Viper, which says I have. I think I still have it. If not, I know how to build it, so we're good there. Um, and then Firecat, which I have, which yeah, that's gone through some stuff. And then Ninja, and then Raptor, which oh man, that's gonna take a beating.
Yeah.
Then Hagataka,
Which I will ship to you once you get settled.
Q, and then
Do you
R.
have Do you have Q and R? Oh,
Yeah,
Dagger and
Dagger and
Ikron, right?
Ekron. Yeah, Dagger and
Okay.
Ekron. Yeah, you can't see them on there. Because it doesn't let me scroll over on here, but like it like I can just do this.
Oh man, why the hell? That's really slow.
Well, that's because I'm doing it manually on here.
Oh, okay,
I'm not
okay,
doing it
gotcha.
on the spreadsheet. I'm doing it on the software.
Right.
So
Okay.
yeah, so yeah, I'm gonna start with Vortex. Go from there,
I started RR7. I didn't finish.
and then we're going to. I'll start with that, and then once I have. See, and here's the thing: before I start basing them, I'm got to find out what's what, because I don't want to base them and then get rid of them. You know what I'm
Oh
saying?
yeah. No, I got you. Yeah.
So I'm gonna
Okay.
build. I'll
Okay.
probably build like two or, maybe five of each. So I'll build Vortex, and then I'll work with it for a minute. Get it to where I think it's good. Then I'll build. Then I'll go to Diablo, work with that for a minute. And I may just do 2 week increments on it. I may just work with it for 2 weeks, see how they do, and then move on. So then when I get to the end, and I'm done with all the way down, down to Ekron, and I have the five that I'm gonna do. I think five is a good number, to start out with. So go five of each plane that I'm working with, and then from there, from that point, then I'll do, um, probably maybe another 2 to 30 day, so 2 week to 4 week testing in increments depending on roles,
Okay. Okay. That's cool.
and go from
Good
there.
layout.
So and then I'll break it down, and that'll, there will be updates throughout the, this, and there will be videos, and there will be other things coming out, during all of this, because I'm gonna have it set up to where I'm gonna be able to do all that properly. I'm not gonna just be able to. I'm gonna actually have a place to sit down and record and do these things and do everything else, and so it's good for me. It's good for you guys. It's good for IPAC.
It's
You know,
just good stuff.
yeah.
Yeah.
So that's the benefits of getting a base with a yard, and because honestly, half of the bases that I have never really had a yard.
Really? I
I mean,
thought you
think
had
about it.
some. I mean, like, what?
Think about it. Even the one up there in Milwaukee, I had to go. Even though it was right
Yeah.
there across the street, it was right across the little road. It still wasn't my yard.
That's true. That's true.
So the one in Raintree, that was an apartment complex. The one right after that, which was Brookwood, was apartment complex. Then we had
Right.
Cloverdale, which was a house, which was nice because that was cool. Um, Then we had then the refuge was there, but then all the ones in Virginia were all technically, apartments if you want to call it that, because they all I lived in the barracks, so it was all, had no official yard.
Yeah, this is true. You did, yeah. I mean, because all you did was bounce around from dorm room to dorm room,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, it was like college basically at that point. So then, um, from there, then obviously, um, the one out, the two houses out east were there. But then I had the other apartment complex. Had the one at the beach where there was no. I had Fort Macon, which was not that was a that was a beach house basically. Yeah, so there's been a lot of them.
Okay, I guess when you put it to it, especially the fact that like you bounced around so many times, yeah, you're right. A bunch of them didn't have yards.
Yeah, because even the one up in White Bear Lake didn't have a yard. It was a townhome. It had a yard right outside, but it still wasn't my yard. You know what I'm saying? I still
Yeah.
had neighbors. I still had people in the way. I still had to watch out for other people's things and deal with that. And yes, I still have that issue there because obviously my yard isn't super big there to where, I can just go out and fly my long range planes because I know I still can't fly that. One, because of the trees. Two, because of the neighbors. I still have two neighbors. But I have room to fly my short, medium ish and my interceptors.
That's all you need. I mean, you
So
just need room for that. I mean, if you got, you said like the park will be good for long range stuff.
yeah, and then the park is right down the street. Literally, the annex is right down the street, and it's the biggest one that I've been to. It's the biggest one that I've had. So I'm gonna have plenty of room to get the long range planes out and test it. And I could literally walk to it if I really wanted to. Um, for now, I'll probably walk to it since the park is closed officially, and they don't want anybody in there. I'm wondering if they're gonna throw a fit if I walk in there, even after hours. Um, and fly, but I'm afraid to fly there at night because I don't think there's any light out there. So
Well,
I mean, because I'm out, you're already talking out in the woods, and you're talking about putting a park out in the woods that nobody's going to, so they're not even probably. Yeah, the power's there, but they're probably not gonna give you access to it like they normally would. So
well, I mean, hopefully by
yeah,
the time you get in there, this stuff will be less of a problem. So you can actually, because like
I
it's
mean,
it's so bad,
I'll be able to get over the little fence that's there, but I'm not gonna be able to. Like, they're not gonna open the parks yet.
right?
We still have a stay-at-home order until middle of May. I mean, it runs
Yeah,
out.
it's
Yeah, I mean, they're talking about extending it till the middle of May, maybe the end of. I think they've actually extended it to the end of May. But like, I
that's
don't.
about when ours is.
But see, that's the thing. Like really, other than them closing the stores on me and stuff, like, I honestly don't give a damn.
I
Cause
know, right?
like, yes, it's an inconvenience. Cause now I had to rush out. And like, oh crap, I wanted something to drink. I'm out. Well, I wanted something to drink, so I'm out. So now what, I got to go to the store. Well, it's freaking 8 o'clock. Well, dang it, now everything's closing. Well, I guess I got to hurry up,
Yep.
and I barely
Yep.
made it.
No, Robert, you never did a video on the RR7, but I based it off the Raven one because they basically look the same. So I thought that's why I haven't finished it yet. And part of it, of course, is like I said, the tape. I
Ain't
was
nobody
worried
got
about
time for
the
that.
tape.
That was a good timing.
That was good timing.
I didn't intentionally do that, but
My tape, the tape situation just sucks. I need to get some better looking tape before I tape it up. Well, we came on a little bit late. How
we
late were
came
we?
on at
30
10 o'clock,
minutes?
like
Yeah,
right around 10 o'clock.
yeah. So
You don't have your
my
notifications
bad.
on? I'm gonna ridicule you on that one. You don't have your
Get your
notifications on?
notifications.
Make sure you hit that bell. Get the
Ding,
notifications.
ding. it will help you out tremendously in the
Yeah, you got
long
to have
run.
that bell on,
You gotta have the bell on.
and you got to have your
Amen.
sound on.
Oh yeah, because if you don't have your sound on, the bell's useless.
Yeah, because your phone's gonna go off. Because honestly, did it even go off?
I just made it look like it. That's all. I mean, I could call it the
Did
Raven if I
you?
want because I based it off of that. So I mean, you want to say the Raven, but I did the cuts in the back like the RR7. We
Yeah, I
got to
mean,
do a
yeah,
video on
yeah.
how to build the RR7. I mean, okay, I'll tell you what. I'll call it the Raven, but I know that I was trying to get the RR7, so that's why I made the cuts. I like the way the tail end
It
looked.
says one
So
hour ago. We didn't go online at 11.
what? What do you mean? Where?
It
What?
says one
No.
hour ago. My stream says an hour and 45 minutes on mine. Yeah, we went online at 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
That's what I thought. I knew we were only running 30 minutes late. I'm not dumb.
No, just Skype is dumb.
The notification is dumb. It's telling me we went live an hour ago.
Well, why the hell say that? Oh God knows it didn't cut a bunch of shit, did it?
I don't think so. I just think the notification was being slow.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good. It could do that. That's fine. Which,
Not
well, dude,
really.
that could be why he didn't know.
That could be.
You need a pilot in the plane to do a Cobra maneuver. And besides that, in paper aircraft talk, that's just called a stall. And I don't want my planes to stall. I don't need. I mean, I want my like stunners to do that, but I'll be damned if one of my gliders does it. If my gliders do it, I'm gonna take it out of business. How you how you get it to like how you get different ways to get the nose back down, slam down after it like pulls up. Whew, no, that's why I do it. I never thought the yeah. I never thought the Russians always talk about like well this plane could do this do the Cobra. So what? Explain to me how that's going to come in handy in a dogfight. Because don't get it, don't get it. You bleed off all your speed, allowing your wingman to take you out. Yeah, good idea. You go ahead and become a stall target. We'll take that out. And I've watched them do it too. It takes them forever to build the speed back up and start going the direction they want to after pulling the maneuver off. So it's like it really, unless you're sitting exactly where they are when they pivot up, what's the point? It only looks good in air shows.
Yeah, it's only for. Yeah, I mean, if that's. I understand what they were trying to do, but it doesn't. It doesn't serve a tactical purpose.
Yeah. Ooh, that was fancy. Yeah, it doesn't. Yeah. It's not like Viffing. Viffing is totally different. What the Harrier pilots did. That shit, that's crazy. You see, if you ever look that one up, look at what the Harrier pilots did. They call it Viffing, VIFF,
Yeah.
vectoring in forward flight. That's badass.
Yes.
I mean, because the thrust was there for them to actually, put a hurt on them even when they turned it back around.
Yes, and that plane is designed to be. That's more of a tactical plane.
Mm.
It's not that. It's not the greatest. Believe me, it's not. It still has its problems, but the maneuverability of it is very, very handy because it can land like a helicopter, um, and it can maneuver somewhat like a fighter. And
Yeah,
it's got some of the speed, I will say, because it's got more speed than an attack helicopter and stuff like that. It's got the speed of a fighter plane. It's obviously not as fast as your F-16, F-22s, and so on, but it's comparable in maneuverability. It's probably the couple steps down. So, but you're also adding elements of being able to land it in places that those planes can't land because you can stop it on a dime and you can hover and you can do things in that nature, which is yeah, you're not stealth mode because it's loud,
right.
but
Right, yeah, no kidding.
but
Yeah,
you
it's loud as
have
hell.
but you have still an element of surprise to be able to do that to a certain degree. You're still going to get the jump on some people being able to do that.
And of course, you could steal it easily because you could just take it off, put it back down in the garage. I love that idea, dude. That's right.
Yeah,
Man,
stupid.
man, we had plans to steal one of those from the air show. We like, he always wanted to steal an F-16 or an F-18. I'm like, nah, dude, we gotta take the Harrier. You still get the same warplane, but we can hide it anywhere because it could land anywhere.
Yeah, that's
Where
what
you
I'm
gonna
saying.
land? Where you gonna land an F-16?
Yeah,
Well,
you.
on a runway.
Yeah, on a long road like the interstate.
Yeah, and it's gonna be hard to hide that,
Yeah, because once you get it down, now you got to figure out how to get it away from there. Well, with
right?
that, all I got to do is park it in the garage or a big garage, I should say.
Yeah, a barn. Hey, that
Yeah.
barn right. Hell, I mean, they're usually camouflaged. Stick it under some trees. Back then, when we was talking about they were camouflaged with green, green, gray, so they fit better in the trees. They weren't all gray like they are now, and that would stand out a little bit more.
Yes. Yeah, they
Probably
were.
to prevent, probably to prevent people like us from stealing it.
Whoa. Yeah. Probably no. Probably because it blends in better with the sky.
Yes, that's definitely why.
That's- but I don't understand why it's so gray. Because
Well,
sky isn't gray. It's the clouds that are gray. But that's what they want. That's what they wanted. They wanted it to blend in with the background. The background.
it all depends. Yeah, I mean, because like obviously, if you camouflage our planes, typically we do blue, and believe me, blue works really good.
Well, for us, yes.
Yeah,
Because most of our shots are either in the trees or the ground or the sky. So it's either green or blue, like depending on how you do it. And blue tends to be the more common picture because unless you're taking a still shot, and even then,
yeah,
sometimes they're on concrete, which could be grayish, blackish.
yeah. So yeah, I think it all depends on the situation. I once again a show we could go into in the future if we wanted to is like camouflaging them, because I did a write up, and Mark, you actually added to it if you remember, long time ago. We did a write up on that, like camouflaging, because you wanted to see the original printed magazine articles that we did, and then you like added on it because you were talking about the camouflage. I talked about it,
Yeah.
and we said like, yeah, how different areas. Like if you do have a long range glider, you want it to be blue because it's gonna be gliding up there. But if your attack plane is only short, at eye level and lower, you might want it to be green, especially on top, something like that. So, and if you were in rain tree, this is what made you bring it up. If you were rain tree, well, a lot of the things you see are the buildings around there. So you might want to put some browns in there and a little bit of grays because the buildings are behind you, so
Yeah, and it does come up with what's your surroundings and what are you flying against, and what is your enemy, what does your enemy have as a background in
yeah,
a fighting area.
yeah, yeah. That's usually what makes the whole difference. So, like I said, we'll get into that in a different show because that could be cool. Maybe
Yeah,
we'll
because
cover
we're
a couple
already
of them for you.
we're already 2 hours in.
Already 2 hours in. Yeah.
um,
That'll be one of our new ones. When hopefully our setup is made and like we
yep.
could do a build for each one of y'all. We could do the mega, like the Omni Delta. We could do the Zeus, and then we could do a big old camouflage thing because we can actually color them for you in front because we'll have everything set up the way it needs to be.
And I might actually get some tape.
I gotta get tape. I gotta finish. He's
I mean,
asking
I've
for
got tape,
Cerakote.
but I'm talking about like tape.
Yeah. The R7 that I built is basically like it looks similar to yours. I mean, I'm not gonna say it looks exactly like yours, Robert. It just looks similar to it. I put a couple booms out the side. It's got swept back wings. I followed your Raven, part one and part two. I didn't get all the way through part two. I think I might have actually only really started it because I just got the plan form down. And like I said, I haven't taped it at all yet because what I talked about earlier in the show is I didn't have any good looking tape. I was thinking about duct taping it, and that's just not going to be good because it's a totally different type of tape. And the only thing it would be color. The other tape I've got is clear packing tape, and I'm not going to use that. It's just going to look like a paper plane. I want it to look kind of cool.
Yeah.
So get some, like you said, get some actual tape.
Get some of them Carolina.
Yeah, yeah. Get you Carolina stuff, man.
Get that Carolina. I'll probably get some bulldogs too, because I like I like that.
Oh, do you? You like the Bulldogs?
Yeah. Football when it's football season.
Well, so you still like the Tar Heels anyway, but like Bulldogs are next on. I don't think they're next on your list. I can check your list and make sure I've seen about this.
They are not next on the list. No, they might be close though.
Okay, I got that in here somewhere. I do indeed. Just for oh my God, it's right here. I can actually look. Hold on. I see Mark's Carolina Panthers are there near the top, and the Redskins are at the bottom.
Oh, yeah. You know that's gonna change right now though. You know what team
Well,
is about to go to the bottom?
well, I would think the Patriots. Well, you got it pretty close to the bottom, so.
Well, they'll be next to the bottom.
Well, you have Tampa at number 19 right now,
Oh
so
yeah, that's gonna be at the bottom. You can go ahead and update that now. Is it seriously true that Gronk is coming back?
I'm trying to ignore that statement, but I think so.
I think that is completely true, and I am completely gonna lose my stinking mind. Like, that's what it took for you to come back for him to leave? No,
But
I'm I'm
dude, that means yeah. Ultimately, that means what it means is Gronk didn't like playing for the Patriots. How could you not like playing for the Patriots
I
if you're white?
wouldn't like playing. I don't care how many Super Bowls we won. I
I
wouldn't
mean,
go.
if you're white, I don't understand why you wouldn't do it because they give every white person a chance. I mean,
No,
that's why people like Rob and Julian Edelman and who are those two short people, Danny Woodhead and the other short white guy. Like these
was it
people would have
Whitehead?
no chance on any other team because they white and they short.
No, I wouldn't do it. I would
Not
not.
Edelman so,
Would not do it.
or Gronk, who's like is I mean I love that name because it's probably the sound his head makes when it hits a wall. But Gronk is like too stupid. He not you were stupid. He too stupid.
Oh yeah, he very is stupid.
God, how do you get in the NFL with an IQ that low? An IQ so low, you have to grab a shovel and dig for
Yeah.
it. I mean, dude, damn, he couldn't have passed the fucking test. Ah, I don't know. Yeah, Tampa's gonna go to the bottom. You want to put it on the bottom? I'll put him on the bottom for you. Or even below. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. That means even below the Redskins?
Yes.
You even want him below the Redskins?
Yes.
Red,
At this point, yes.
we're talking serious business.
We're talking. Yes. I want. Yes, I want the Bucks at the bottom, and I want the Patriots right above that, and then I want the Redskins.
Oh, you ain't joking around, man.
No, I'm not. Those are three garbage teams right there.
Garbage teams.
Garbage. You
Wait a minute. What about the Browns? Because you have the Browns down there too.
actually no, they can. They're moving up on my list. I'm
Oh,
starting to
okay.
like them.
And the Titans?
Yeah, they're not there.
I just want to make sure you got this because like that's how your bottom looks right there. You got the Titans, the Browns, the Skins. So as long as we
And
know,
I
well,
remember why. I do remember why. So, yes, those things have changed.
all right.
But the teams have changed too. That so I mean
Oh yeah, yeah.
we should honestly update that list like every year.
To a degree. I mean, mine doesn't alter too much. But you're right. There are certain things, especially around the middle of the pack. Stuff can change around the middle of the pack because
You're
obviously,
telling me that Tampa didn't change for you?
nope, not at all. I don't care that he's over there.
Where
I
do you
try
where
like
do you
we,
have Tampa on your list?
they are number 13.
What?
They are high mediocre or low good.
Oh, what?
I
You did
know
not
it.
change them as
They're
far as
all right.
hatred?
They all right. I mean, it's just
Oh,
Tom
they're
Brady.
about to be all right.
They're old. So he's
They're
old. I mean, what's he gonna do? And Gronk is stupid. So I don't
no,
foresee too
that
much problem there.
see they knew what they were doing. That deal was probably already in the works for both of them. Now we're gonna turn this into a football show. I'm telling you, There's no way that you're going to tell me that you're going to send Brady to a team that has hardly any weapons, and then all of a sudden, oh, now Gronk's going to show up, come out of retirement. That was in the works from the day that he didn't win the Super Bowl.
So you saying that Randy Moss is next? And he gonna come out and he gonna be?
I'm not saying that because
Okay. I
no,
mean, it's a
he's
possibility.
too he's too old.
He's not too old.
He
He's younger than Brady is.
Yes, but Brady's been playing. Moss is not.
I bet Moss is probably still in shape. He could probably do it again.
I'm not saying he's not. I'm don't get me wrong. And I love Moss. I do. I love me some Randy Moss. But and he's a great receiver, man. He's a great receiver, but I just don't see him coming back. I just don't see it.
Well, I would hope not.
And where
But
would he go? Tampa?
Tampa.
Please don't tell me Tampa. Please
So
don't
that's
tell me
why I said
Tampa.
it, man. It's like, dude, he found out Gronk is down there and Brady's down there, and it's Florida. Dude, a lot of people be like, come out of retirement one more time and play for Brady in Florida. Why the hell not?
No. No.
Hell, Jerry Rice himself may think about it.
No. No.
I
Which
mean, Emmett Smith chomping at the bit. He only played for like 20 years. He probably wants to play for at least 5 more. Like shit, you're gonna try to
no,
run.
he's
You
no,
got it.
he's old too.
He's old too, and he's a running back, so they age quicker.
Yeah, I was gonna say he took a beating. I'm surprised. I mean, Gronk's still young though. Ish.
Yeah, but this is what I mean. Gronk was stupid. Everything he did about himself was stupid. So
I mean,
he is
yeah,
stupid.
he took a beating because he was a stupid. But he's also bigger though. He's also bigger than a lot of the people that play his position.
Yeah,
He's more built like a linebacker, which is insane. So he can take some of those hits that Moss and, and Jerry Rice and them could not take
nah, man, I can't. I can't
because he can
just. I
he could
mean,
stretch out like that. Not saying that he could catch better because I don't think he can catch better. I'm not saying Gronk can't catch. I'm saying that he can't catch better than Jerry Rice and Randy Moss because you got Moss came because Randy Moss can catch.
yeah,
So there's nobody gonna debate that against me and try to win because no, you don't come up with that, and it's not a segment on ESPN because Gronk is better. It would have been you got Gronked, and it's not.
that's
It,
right.
it just doesn't exist. So, case in point. Now we're really off on my tangent, so we're good. But what I'm saying is, I don't even know what I'm saying. But I was saying that Gronk could take the hits better. So even though he's retired, he is younger. His body didn't take as big of a beating, even though it did take a beating. His body is built to handle it a little bit better.
Fair
He
enough.
kind of built himself up that way. He bulked
Yeah,
up to be able to take those hits because he knew what he was going to do as that type of receiver.
that's right.
He's
That's right.
he's flashy, but he's not super flashy. He's more of a put your head down kind of guy and go at it,
He's kind
which
of
is
Aaron
cool. I like
Rodriguez.
that. Don't get me wrong. Out of all people on that team and his former team, he was my favorite. I liked him. I'm not. I can't stand Brady. Can't stand him. I like Gronk. I don't necessarily think he's smart. He's an idiot, but but I liked his play style. I don't like Brady's play style. I don't like the fact that you can tap him on the helmet and get a pass, roughing the passer. You big baby.
I mean, that could be why. That could be why Tampa wants him. Like, after having
Yeah,
Jameis out there, it's like, yeah, let's get some Cinderella who can't be touched.
yeah.
Because that way,
Nobody's gonna touch him. Nobody's gonna be allowed to touch him. Now, granted, if the refs decide to change, because here's the thing. We all know there's money in football. We all know there's money in football, and
yeah,
who better to have the control of the money and control of being able to determine who gets that money than the referees?
good point. good point. Yeah, because they're out
They
there.
they could be
They're out there
giving
cheating
money to
too.
friends and family and whoever to tell them so their friends of friends of friends are betting for them on games that they're going to call a certain way.
God, you make it sound so.
I'm telling you. I'm telling you. You can't tell me it
Sounds
doesn't
so
happen.
shady.
You can't tell me. Even me. If I was a ref, just yeah, I'm going to bet on this game. I'm not reffing this game. Okay, fine. I'm not reffing the game. I have no control over it whatsoever. But I already know who's going to win. And I already know the over under. And I already know
Now,
what I'm going to bet and how I'm going to bet. Because you know the score at the end of the night. You already know what's going to happen. As many interviews as I've seen, and as much as the players like to tell me, not me directly, but they like to tell in the interview that they play because they love it and they want to win, and that's all they. I don't think that they have control over winning. You can't tell me that they wrote it in the script or that they don't have a script and that Tom Brady magically has been able to march down the field every time and throw the game-winning pass. There's no way. He's not that great. Done.
I can see this. Yeah.
Because every time he needed help, the refs helped him out. Because they wanted the game a certain way. There were certain things that they couldn't control, and throwing interceptions is one of them. I don't believe that they can control that. You know what I'm
I
saying?
hope not. Yeah,
There's
no, I
certain
hope
things
not.
that
Yeah.
they could obviously say, hey, somehow the coach can be like, no, I want you to throw the game, and you throw the game and you throw an interception on purpose. There's been stories like that. There have been deals made like that. I've heard that stuff. I don't know how accurate that is. Whatever. But I'm saying that you can't tell me that the refs don't have a hand in it. Because there's no way. There's so much money in it. You have to hate football.
And there's going to be more because they're moving to Las Vegas.
Well, yeah.
Hell, I'm
That's
surprised Tom Brady
gambling
didn't go play for
central.
Las Vegas.
That's gambling central.
Right?
And you want to talk about putting a football team there? That's a whole nother story. And they're talking about opening up Las Vegas as a it was either the governor or the mayor or somebody I saw on TV. Her words were literally, we need to open them up so people can work. Sure, I agree. The people that are out of work because of this are hurting. I get it. Don't get me wrong. Like, I'm not suffering with you, unfortunately, which, well, for me, that's great. But, I'm saying, I'm not trying to rub it in. I'm really not, because, it does suck. I've been there. I know what it is like to go without a job. I know. I've been there. I was homeless. I got it. So, what I'm saying is, I understand where they're coming from when they say they need to get back to work. The problem is, her response was, well, how are you going to control social distancing and making sure that we don't have a second spike with the virus? And her words, I can't say verbatim, was, that's not my job for me to figure it out. She basically put it on the business owners of the casinos, saying it's their job to figure it out. And you can go back and look that up. It was on the news tonight. And it was probably a couple of nights ago. But I saw it on there tonight, and I'm like, that's jacked up.
Yeah.
Like, as a governor or a mayor, that is kind of your responsibility. If you're the one saying we're opening up, then you need to have a plan of how they're going to open up, or at least communicate with the owners and say, hey, look, how do you want to go about this? These are the guidelines that we have to abide by. How do you want to put this plan into action? That needs to be a conversation, but it doesn't look like that's happening. So wait till they open up those casinos. I guarantee you Vegas is going to spike. Yeah, because people aren't going to even if they implement certain things, it's not going to be enough. And I'm not saying that we should all stay inside because I hate staying inside. I haven't even been inside 2 weeks and I'm losing my mind. And I haven't even stayed home the whole time because I've gone to the store and I've gone to do this and I've gone to do that because I'm trying to move. I got stuff to do.
It's a
So
good time to move.
so yeah, so I can at least stretch out when I get to the house. It won't feel like I'm crammed in this stinking sardine can. So, but what I'm saying is, like, you, you know, you can't, you just can't just go and wing it and say, oh yeah, we'll be all right. It just ain't gonna work.
It's just not gonna work. Right.
And that's why I think part of me thinks that, like, okay, so you're saying that you want casinos and all that stuff open. Well, you want to get football season going. The draft is tomorrow. Today for me. You got 45 minutes.
I got 45 minutes.
But what I'm saying, the draft is, on the 23rd. So it's tonight. Tomorrow, tonight. For, depending on, what I'm saying.
I know what you're saying.
So football season's coming. They need camps. They need this. They need that. They need to have time to to place these bets because football is a big, big spending for the year for gambling, and basketball is not far behind it. You telling me that they're gonna try to keep it closed and not have sports? Nah.
Nah, that's not gonna happen.
Nah. These team owners don't want that because they're losing money. Nah. The business owners don't want the economy closed because they're losing money. They're having to pay people. They're having to do this. They're having to do that when they're not getting any income. So they don't want it. And the workers don't want it because the ones that did get laid off most of them aren't even getting a paycheck. So they don't want it. And the ones that are working, like myself and the doctors and the nurses and everybody else, like, we're running around like crazy because we're the only ones working. And you're over there working.
Yeah.
It's like, and they got you running around like crazy too. So it's like, come on, like, the people that are working are working their butts off. And the people that aren't working want to get back to work. Because honestly, I don't want to work that hard.
It's like, please work. Yeah. Please get over here.
Literally overnight, they tripled my workload because of this thing. So I don't want to do that. And my coworkers aren't helping. Not because they don't want to. Well, some of them don't want to. But the other half of them don't know how to help. Even though we all do the same similar job, they don't see it every day like I do. So they don't know what the problems are. They don't know why VPN doesn't work. They don't know how to troubleshoot this or that with the VPN or any of these other issues with remote workers working from home and why stuff doesn't work and how to do this and why this doesn't work. Because they don't see that every day. All they do is, oh, it's this isn't plugged in or this update isn't there. Oh, let me get you a new computer and I'll be right back. That's all they do. No, me, I have to fix the problem while they're sitting at home, who knows where, in their pajamas, because they don't want to come in, because they're going to complain. You mean I have to get dressed? Yeah, bring your butt in the hospital.
Come on in, right?
Come on in. You just want a big pile of shut up.
Yeah.
Stop complaining and get in here. Let me fix your computer. It's going to take me 30 minutes, and then you'll be out the door. And you get what? Guess what? You get paid for all of that, and you don't have to work. But that they complain because they're so busy. I have patients to see. Well, I don't have patience, okay? Figure that one out.
Well,
I don't have patience for you to have patience. So, you better just get your butt in here. Let me fix your laptop.
Just get
your out. So you can see your patients. That way I can be done and have some patience. Yeah, that's my 20-minute rant there.
Sweet. That was a good one. I mean,
That's
that's
good.
purposeful. We got the point across. We understood it.
Hashtag take a cup of shut the fuck up. And move on. I ain't got time for that.
Move the fuck on.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Bunch of crap.
Bunch of crap.
Yeah. So, with that said, appreciate you guys coming out.
Thanks
You
for
know.
coming out, guys.
We going down.
Yeah.
We bringing it down now. So, appreciate you guys coming out. Thanks for stopping by. And as always, remember, you got to keep them flying.